How's it
Hi
going, everybody?
guys.
My name is PewDiePie.
No, you're not PewDiePie. Shut up.
I
You're
am,
not PewDiePie.
I am
You're Kenny
PewDiePie.
Dez. No,
I am not Kenny Dez. Kenny Dez is not real. He is a fiction of imagination. It
I'll
is
beat you to
true.
death.
Fuck. Alright. Anyways, so I'd like to apologize to everybody for not having a podcast last week.
Yeah, it was
And,
Kenny's birthday that week.
Yeah.
So
well, no,
wish him
yeah,
a
we had
happy belated birthday.
Yeah, I'm now 16. I'm old enough to drive. Speaking of which, I'll be taking my driver's test, I think, on the test I need to take in order to take my driver's test at the DMA.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
good.
gonna be nice.
I just started taking my learner's permit test.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not really smart in a lot of subjects I don't care about, but my dad works at Progressive, so if you guys got any questions about the road, go ahead and ask me. I will be sure to be able to answer them. But before we, let me just ask the question of the day. What are your guys? I want to start doing a little bit here where I ask the people who watch this their questions. Like, I feel like that would be more fun to interact with our viewers, just to give them ask them what their thoughts are on this. But
Yeah.
today's subject is going to be furries, and yeah, we're going to probably upset a lot of people.
I think that's okay. Just come in with an open mind. If you're a furry and you don't want to hear anything against furries, I would not recommend watching this podcast. I'm gonna be real.
We don't hold back over. We don't sugarcoat shit. That's not what we do on this podcast. We say our thoughts, and if we think somebody is stupid,
I'm racist.
I'm racist as well. So this is all good. This is all great. I'm very excited to I'm very excited to do this podcast. And yeah, the question of the day is, what are your guys' thoughts on furries?
Alright, say your thoughts first.
I'm gonna be honest. The concept of furries are disgusting.
How do you think that? Well, I should say my point of view first. Okay, so here's my point of view on furries. It's a bit more complex. So,
furries.
if somebody's drawing furries, I don't have a problem with them at all. I actually think that furry art is really cool. I'm not into it like in particular, but I think furry art is really cool.
As long as it's not porn.
Porn exists of everything. I don't care if it's furry porn. Then there's the people who actually dress up as furries, and I'm neutral on it. Like, I think it's weird, but I feel like me thinking it's weird, that doesn't really matter. Then there's the ones that base their lives around it. Will be like raw XD. Thing is, I don't hate them, but I don't want to talk to them. That's my view on those.
I don't hate you, but please stay 100 miles away from me. I don't want to know about your existence. Exactly. I respect you and all, but I hate you.
I respect you, but don't talk to me. Or else.
Okay, now my status. It's a sin, it's disgusting, and it's bestiality.
How is it bestiality if they're not sexualizing it?
But they are. They're sexualizing animals.
No, that's not.
So,
not all furries sexualize animals.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Here's the thing about furries: is I have a friend that's actually a furry, and he tells me that the reason he likes it is because it makes him feel like a child again. It makes him feel young. That's what I heard from a lot of furries. The reason why they do it is because it makes them feel young, because they're masked under a cute and lovable animal suit.
Yeah.
But the thing is about that, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 fuck. A lot of furries, from what I've talked to, from what I've speak to, are usually gay or bisexual and are usually extremely fucking horny.
Okay. What does it matter if they're gay or bisexual?
Oh, nothing.
Well, then why you mention it?
That's because I just wanted to point the statistic out there.
Are you trying to justify your homophobia by saying gay people are furry?
How homophobic?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
it's a sin to be gay, but I mean, we're all sinners, so that's what I have to say about that.
This is not a podcast on the gays, but
No.
I like how I
mean,
call
hey,
them the gays.
but
That's
if you
fine.
if you want my thoughts on this, coming from a Christian standpoint, it is a sin. However, Joshua,
I muted the audio and I'm going to cut it out.
Hello.
shut the fuck up!
More things to cut out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But I actually have an admission to make. When I don't remember the exact age, but when I was like 4th or 5th grade, I actually had a furry avatar. For like a good amount of time, and I stopped when I was 12. I moved on when I was 12. And honestly, I didn't know anything about furries at the time. When I made it, I didn't know a thing about furries. So it was pretty much like, this is how I did it. Basically, I saw people on Minecraft who had bear skins, and I was like, dang, these bear skins are really cute and cool. So I made my own bear skin, with like my own color scheme, my own style and everything, and I thought it was really cool. And throughout the years, I like developed the Minecraft skin, and eventually like made it my own original character. And then made my Roblox skin, which I actually really still like admire the Roblox and Minecraft skins that I made for this avatar. It was called
Super Bear.
Super Bear Gaming.
Super Bear.
I'm so glad I moved on from that. I'm really. But yeah, I was Super Bear Gamer for a while. And when I figured out about furries, I was like, dang, guess I'm a furry. Actually, I don't think I said that. I think I was thinking, well, I'm not really a furry. This is my avatar. Even though, like, I was. Like, it wasn't like I was really into, like, the culture.
God, I can't wait for you to cut out all that. Now, as we can see here, Joshua is talking to his mother. Now, mother, this is what. God. This is very intriguing. Thank you. Joshua.
Okay. So just the 5-minute mark. That's when I have to check. But yeah, like I was Super Bear Gamer for a while, and I wasn't really into like the furry culture. I wasn't following like other furry accounts and stuff. But I guess from an outsider's perspective, if you were to see me and see my accounts, I was a furry. To be honest, I was Super Bear Gamer for like a very short amount of time on Discord, like about a week. Like I grew out of that as soon as I went on Discord because I was like, it's kind of cringy. I should probably change it. So yeah, but I was pretty much a furry for a while, without even recognizing it. So yeah, I really do think that people who do art, I don't have a problem with them at all.
I 100% agree. But my whole entire topic is like art. I don't think that you should be. I don't think you're something because of your art. I mean, if you draw a lot of like animals, I mean, because a lot of artists tell me how fun it is to draw animals. Like, I'm not really too experienced. I respect artists with a huge passion. I think the one thing that I respect more than anything in the world is art. If you're an artist, you have the expression. Like you're out here giving like your own personal takes on subjects while also making it creative to push an agenda or to give a feeling. Like maybe Joshua, you're fucking. This is. Can you put on noise canceling, motherfucker?
No, my headphones don't. I mean, my mic doesn't have noise can. As well, there's noise
It's
suppression, but
Yeah,
I'm recording my mic straight from OBS, not Discord.
uh, makes sense.
So
Well,
yeah.
but anyways, so where was I at? Oh yeah, so, God, your sister is going to
No,
fucking make
that's
you
my
want
mom. That's my mom.
your,
I'm
your
not gonna
mother.
tell my mom, hey, be quiet. I'm recording a podcast. I'm not gonna do that.
That's fair. You'll get your ass beat up. But anyways, though, where was I at? Oh yeah. I think the most respectable thing is art. No matter how shitty you are at it or how good you are, you're still able to give out a message. Anywhere from 2D art to anime art to realistic art to any type of art whatsoever. It all has its own themes, personal agendas, and overall thoughts and feelings over a certain subject. Maybe depression, maybe anxiety, maybe hope, maybe a game that you really like, maybe it's a character. It's all diversitile, and it overall comes to create something that is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, a lot of people underappreciate art. Like, without art, nothing happens. Like, without
I
the
wish
beauty,
I wish I was good at drawing personally.
if I had the ability to draw stuff, I would be drawing so much vaporwave shit. It's not even funny. I love vaporwave so fucking much. It's not even funny. It gives off a cool aspect, and it makes you feel like a child, which is translating into furries. This is my transition into furries. Um, and the thing about furries is that a lot of them claim to do it because it makes them feel like a child again. But the thing that I've noticed with at the same time, they always talk about being extremely horny or extremely gay. To the point where, for the most part, from what I've seen with furries, is that their only personality is, and I'm gonna be real here, I'm saying some pretty base stuff, is that three things. They're atheist, they're gay, and they're horny. That's the common themes that, from what I've seen and what I've spoken to with all furries that I've seen, they only talk about these three subjects, not any other themes. Just that, and I can say that with the fact, or they're extremely educational, and say that as me being based or something, or me generalizing it. But the thing is, like, that's how I've really seen. This is my experience with it. And the thing is about being horny, they talk about gifting each other, which is just straight up fucking disgusting, and is straight up bestiality.
I don't is yiffing?
If you say gifting is not bestiality, it is bestiality. You are imagining yourself as an animal, fucking another person who's imagining themselves as an animal. It is
No,
excuse.
they're not animals. They're like humanoid animals. I don't think it's
That
bestiality
is still
because it's
disgusting.
humanoid. It's still
Humanoid or
humanoid.
not, they are still animals. They are still animals regardless.
I don't agree that it's bestiality or like it's a problem.
It is
Also, I
straight.
don't have a problem with.
Wait, did you just say bestiality isn't a problem?
No, I said I don't think. No, no.
I was about to say.
I
I was about to say.
I said I don't think furries, like, sexualizing a furry is bestiality because it's still a humanoid being. Like, it's not. First of all, furries aren't real. Second of all, it's not a human being, and they have human proportions. I feel like a lot of furries are like attracted to their own culture more than the animal part of it. I don't think they're attracted to, oh, it's an animal.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
Because a lot of people who are furries are attracted to furries and not animals. You know?
That still though, like, yeah, you're attracted to furries, yeah, but my thing here is, like, the fact that you're still attracted to something that is animal-like in the first place seems to really only be an excuse for wanting to fuck a dog. Like, I'm gonna be based as fuck here and say, yeah, like, and here's the thing though, to those, I want to go back on the thing about fucking the statement about the statement about like wanting to be more like a child. Like, the thing is though, you could just go back to watching old cartoons. Like, everybody has to have a childhood. Like, go back to, like, cartoons. Like, motherfucker, watch Chowder. Chowder is, like, the thing to make you feel like...
Wanting to feel more childlike isn't the reason that everyone becomes a furry. That's not the reason everybody.
That's a huge reason from what I've...
Yeah, that can be a reason for a lot of people, but it's not for everybody. Not... And even then, like, it's more about self-expression in me. Like, if you feel like a dog, you're gonna dress up as a dog. Yeah. It sounds a bit silly, but, like, I feel like that's what it's about.
Like, are you talking about sexuality?
Kingsley, shut the fuck up. We are doing a podcast here. Are you talking about what is
Are you talking about sex?
Keep that in.
We're talking about furries. We're talking about furries.
Keep Joshua, I
not
beg you to keep
I'm keeping
please,
it in.
Please, Dad, keep that in. That is so good.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, like I feel like it's more about self-expression than anything else, and a lot of people want to like express themselves.
If you imagine yourself as a dog and you want to fuck another animal that looks like a human, you are into bestiality. There is no getting behind that. If you find another furry attractive, you find it attractive because they are a human-like animal. Guess what? They are still animals.
No, they're not animals. They're still humans.
Yeah.
What if they're in a fursuit? That's, at the end of the day, that's a human.
That's what I'm going.
A human's a human.
No, that's what I'm going off of. I'm going off. I probably should have made that clear. About like about it. Not. I'm talking about those who dress up an animal. I'm not referring to like, because if you dress up as like an animal and shit, or furry, that's what I'm referring to. That's what I'm mainly referring to here.
To me, at the end of the day, like a human's a human. You have an intercourse. If it's two consenting adults, it's always okay. I don't really mind it, ever.
Except that it's an animal.
Yeah, but it's not. It's still two consenting adults. They might be role playing and dressing as an animal, but like.
Ooh, Daddy! Please grab my fucking tail.
Another
thing. Animal body part.
Another thing. Wouldn't it be better if somebody got their internalized bestiality and put it on something else that wasn't an animal, so they're not affecting it? They're putting it somewhere else that are two consenting adults.
Okay. Hey, Joshua. Okay, I look at this more as pedophiles.
It's just a pedophile. You can't. There's no like alternative. It's
no, it is. There is.
Well,
it's called therapy.
No, I'm saying like there's no alternative to children. That's why you need to go to therapy.
Oh, I mean, if you wanted to be like that, there's 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds.
Yeah, but those are 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds, not children. That's why. I think
Elvis the Alien explained it. I think Elvis the Alien explained it better about like pedophiles and stuff. Like, if they there should always be a compromise. They should just go for those who are younger than them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like that's not a problem. Like, you just go for somebody younger than you. It's not a problem at all.
Yeah, but the thing is that's the alternative. But here's the thing though, they need to go to therapy.
No, there's a difference between just liking 18-year-olds and being a pedophile. If you're a pedophile, that means you like the body of a child. Like.
Yeah, and if you're a furry, you like the body of an animal.
No, that's not what it means. It's combination It's the combination of a human and the animal.
It is still an animal, something that is defenseless. That's what they get off to. Why do you think that most furries are fucking pedophiles?
What if it's a
wolf? Fucking reality?
What if it's a wolf? You're not gonna dominate. A human's not gonna dominate a wolf. I'm sorry.
Oh yes, they can.
They can if they have a gun, but they can if they have a weapon.
This is what they do. They fucking jump a wolf, they tackle him down, then they stick their fucking dick into his asshole. It's disgusting, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
it's messed up, but it's okay. Bestiality's messed up, but just being attracted to another furry is not bestiality.
It's an excuse for bestiality. It's in straight up sin.
Okay. I don't think it's an excuse for bestiality for all people, but even if it was, it's better if they resort their feelings towards human beings.
No, it's better if they get therapy so that they can be a normal human in society.
I don't think they need therapy if they're not hurting anybody. And they can take out their desires on to consent on another consenting adult. If like you can take out your desires on another consenting adult, there's no problem.
I mean, yeah, it's true that it's illegal. But is it normal? And should it be normal? No.
It's not normal, but like to say it shouldn't be, it won't be normal because there's just too much of a minority of people doing it. But I don't really see it as a problem because, like, it's still, while they are role playing as animals, it's still two consenting adults. At the end of the day, nobody's being harmed by it. And if you're already putting your desires on something, you're probably not gonna actually put it onto an animal. Because a lot of furry, like, to me, you're using a lot of stereotypes by saying, like, most furries are gay, atheists, and stuff. So I feel like I can use a stereotype and say, most furries care about animals.
Name me one furry that has cared about an animal.
I don't... Well, name me one furry that's
can
atheist.
name you 7.
I don't know a lot of furries. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know any furries. You know my furries, but I don't feel like generalizing every furry based off the furries you know is reasonable. But if you're gonna roleplay as an animal, you probably care about an animal. And if you care about an animal, you know.
Oh yeah, you definitely care about an animal. You want to stick your dick in it.
No. No, I'm saying like people care about animals and they want to see animals live happy lives. And they know, like, bestiality means that the animal is not happy. That's not good for the animal. So they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, so I will take out my sexual urges on animals and fuck as something that looks like an animal. It's still fucked up.
No, I don't think it's messed up. Because they're just... It's not even like
I look at it like this way, alright? It's an alternative, yes, but my thing here is, it's like if a pedophile, like, I look at it a lot like pedophilia. Like, it's fucked up and they need to get therapy, but, you know, if they really want to do it, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, they're not hurting anybody if they're consenting, then who am I to try to ruin their fun?
Wait, are you saying consenting with a child?
No.
I just want to clarify, like, you're not saying consenting with a child.
No, if the child consents, then it's okay.
I'm just making sure that's not what you mean.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to get canceled one of these days.
I feel like this is a comparison that you would want to make, comparing it to, like, lollies. But I don't feel like it's the same comparison. Because with lollies, it's because they look exactly like a child that they're attracted to them. With furries, it could be a combination of things. It could be, hey, somebody else is interested in something I'm interested in, so that makes me sexually attracted. Or it could just be simply the combination of human and animal, which I don't really see a problem with if it's only the combination.
Still fucked up.
Well, sure, you can see it as fucked up, but I generally don't think it's messed up, and it doesn't pose any harm to society. So I don't feel like they really need to change.
I mean, my thing here is, like, you don't need to change, but just, my thing here is that I'm very suspicious of, like, every single furry, because the thing is that I've noticed is that they're trying to normalize it.
Bestiality?
Like, no, furries, even though it's something that cannot be normalized.
Furries?
Like,
I think furries can be normalized.
And if it is, then I'm fucking... That's going to be the step forward. The second that furries are normalized and it's a common thing to do to be dressed up as an animal and want to go fuck somebody, that's the day that pedophilia becomes a thing, alright? I respect it.
Do you mean bestiality? Or
bestiality, pedophilia, you name it. Because, I'm gonna be honest, it's not a normal thing. It shouldn't be a normal thing to do. It's not normal.
It's not normal, but I feel like it should be, like, normalized. I feel like it should just be accepted, like, and it kind of is being accepted, and I'm fine with that. Because If people want to dress up as the animal, personally, I will never have a problem with that.
I mean, it's just like, I just don't have a problem. It's just mainly just boils down to it's very suspicious, in my opinion. It's very suspicious, and it seems to be normalizing pedophilia.
Honestly,
Or no,
no.
wait,
Pedophilia, no.
no,
You mean
no.
bestiality? Bestiality.
Bestiality.
Okay. My point of view, I don't think it really normalizes bestiality. Because if it were to normalize that, then I would call it out. If they're being like, "Hey, let's get the dog involved," I'd be like, "No, the dog's coming with me."
Mr. Popper is not going to be a sex doll today. No.
Well, something goofy I saw though. This is kind of off topic, but I saw some goofy man say this, like,
what?
They said, "Oh, the dog will like show certain signs that will show signs of consent by kneeling or bending over." And I'm like, shut
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Like, stop talking and go to therapy.
Listen, the dog started licking my feet, so it obviously wants to fuck. But I think another thing that I want to talk about though, because this was kind of a short discussion on furries. I want to talk about fandoms because furries are a part of fandoms. I want to talk about fandoms, and I've been wanting to talk about fandoms for a
Wait. So
a while.
would I name this podcast "Furries and Fandoms" or something?
I'd just say straight up name it fandoms.
We started with like a 20-minute discussion on furries, so like.
I mean, hey, if you want to name it like furries and the idea of fandoms.
Yeah. All right, we can discuss fandoms. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fandoms, they cool. And I feel like people say fandoms are toxic a lot, but the thing is, on the internet, you're gonna find toxic people no matter where you go, no matter what fandom you're in. You're gonna find toxic people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it really boils down to my thoughts on fandoms as a whole. My thoughts on fandoms as a whole are it's toxic, depending. Like, fandoms are always going to be toxic. It depends on like the area that you subvert yourself. Like, what it boils down to, in my opinion, is how well the game is known and the type of reputation that the fandoms have contributed to society. Like, for example, let's look at Reddit. Say what you want about Reddit, but at the end of the day, people that like say, "Oh, big chonkers, Yankee with no brim," and like stupid unfunny memes that are really fucking annoying. And that's a fandom at the end of the day. It is a Reddit, because at the end of the day, Reddit is a service for fans of certain subjects.
Yeah.
Or questions. Yeah, it's a fandom, but it really boils down to how they interacted by going to your school and nonstop like posting or like fucking saying out loud stupid like "me and the boys" or stupid unfunny things. That's what it like boils down to.
Here's the thing. You're gonna find. Please don't play thing in rock or it's like turn volume. Oh, okay. Yeah, but basically for me, there are toxic people on the internet everywhere. I feel like saying that it's fandoms that do it it's kind of wrong because it's not just fans. It's just the entire
Well,
internet is toxic. No matter
yeah,
how
the
you look
entire
at it.
internet is toxic. That's not what my point here is. My point here is it like how something is referred to. Like when did Smash Bros. Got called pedophiles and stuff? Like when Smash Bros. Got called pedophiles was because a few members of the community came out as pedophiles, and weren't some of them arrested?
Were some of them? I don't know if any of them were arrested. I need to do a bit more research, but I feel like
Wait, but my point here is like my
yeah,
points.
like people are like that moment when you're in a Smash Con, they just show like a they just show like a pedophile or something.
Yeah, but the whole entire point here was my whole entire point here is because of a certain member of the community blowing up because of his actions. That's when the fandoms and people who like that subject got generalized. It's just how subjects work. So I think it really just boils down to if, for example, Yakuza Zero. Let's go. One of my favorite games I am now a fan of. We haven't been generalized into anything yet because we haven't done anything yet. All we've had
Except
is
Bakamatai.
Yeah, Baka Mita. No, it's Mita. Baka Mita. Just son over characters. You could say that's annoying, and we could be called annoying because of that. But that's not really like who we are. We haven't had like a shit ton of memes come out. I think like the closest thing we had from Baka Mita was the image of. I'm not going to
I
sing
thought
it.
you were gonna say the and.
I really want to because I love the song so much and it's one of my favorite. Like Baka Mita, as much as it's shit posted, that song alone got me into it because once you know the whole context of the song, it becomes something that is fucking magical.
It's in like I don't think it's in every Yakuza game, but it's in a lot of Yakuza games. I really like the song too.
I'm pretty sure it's in Yakuza 0, obviously. I'm pretty sure it's in Yakuza Kitagawa and then Yakuza Kitagawa 5. That's what I'm pretty sure it's in. But I haven't played Yakuza Kitagawa 5 in Steam. Please release Yakuza Kitagawa 3 on Steam. God, please. I just want to finish the Yakuza.
Alright.
But
what's your point on furries here? I mean, fandoms.
Oh, we're done. I already talked about it. I think it's fucked up and it's normalizing bestiality. And if you draw it, you're not really a furry. Or, well, if you want to... I already
what if somebody makes, like, their entire online identity furries, but doesn't actually, like, wear a fursuit?
Oh, that's fine.
What if also, another thing...
I'm not saying that all furries... I'm not saying that all furries... act the same or like they all have fursuits because fursuits are really fucking expensive. Like it's $12,000 for a fursuit.
Also, another thing, you're like it's not normal in like the furry, at least from what I've heard, it's not that normal in the furry community to sexualize furries. That's like a different kind of thing.
Rule 34 would like to argue with you.
There's porn of everything. Of course there's gonna be porn of furries. It's like the biggest fandom. That's my argument. It's like one of the biggest fandoms on the internet. So of course there's gonna be a lot of porn of it. It's unavoidable. It's the same reason why there's so much Animal Crossing porn. Even though it's really weird. That's why. Because Animal Crossing is so popular.
I just want to comment on that. I want to comment on that real quick and say, holy shit, if you sexualize Animal Crossing, you're a fucking pedophile.
Well, let's move on.
I mean, okay, I guess some of the animals are still like technically 14
Okay,
years.
actually, most of them are adults or don't have specified ages. Also, the art is like clearly the art depicted. They're clearly not children. Usually, most of the time, they're clearly depicted as adults or have adult bodies. So yeah, I don't really see your point.
Still hella sus.
Oh, is it just because it's a kids game?
I'm gonna be honest, man. Yeah.
Well,
Okay, I guess if
that's-
I guess if they're drawn as like a fucking adult, like
yeah, it's usually like they're drawn as adults, especially Isabel. Like, you can't argue that Isabel's a child. You can't.
yeah, Isabel is a, but at the same time, you can't argue that she's human either. She's a fucking dog, and if you sexualize her, yikes.
Well, let's move on.
Oh, come on, why are you wanting to detail about that? I don't know why you're getting like suspicious.
Oh,
Like,
you mean flustered?
What? Josh,
I-
what? Do you need to pause the audio to explain to me?
I think we should just move on from this. Let's talk about some fandoms. Let's talk about some fandoms. Let's talk about some fandoms.
Why are you flustered about things?
I'ma be real. Sometimes some of the art, it's not that bad. I'ma stop it at there.
Joshua?
It's art. It's fiction. It's fictional. I don't see a problem with it. Alright, moving on though. Let's talk about the fandoms. So, what else do you have to say about fandoms?
What do I have to say about fandoms? Well, I was already going on to that. So, that we got off topic there, but the whole entire, like, how a fandom is made toxic is like the repetition. Like, if I were to expect it, I'm going to say that Yakuza fans will be made fun of for being extremely over edgy. Like, that's what I'd say if I had to. Also, my dog is.
I don't think so. I don't really see things get made for being edgy anymore. Or much.
Yeah, I play Danganronpa. I'm an edgy bisexual.
Okay, and anyone who says Danganronpa is edgy really actually needs to play Danganronpa and realize it's not edgy.
You can't lie though. Some of the characters are really fucking edgy, but then again, though, that's the character.
Yeah, that's part of the charm though. Since
Yeah.
like there are just some edgy characters, then there's just another characters like, wanna touch my butthole?
But like it boils down to like online repetition. Like Yakuza fan, or like when somebody makes fun of a Yakuza fan or says that we're all furries or some shit.
What? That doesn't make any sense. How?
I don't know. The biggest thing that we have here for like is Goro Majima, but his name is replaced with N-word Chan. I'm not gonna say it out loud because I'll get canceled. But that's the biggest thing we have going for us right now, which I'm kind of happy for. I like the main thing that I really like is those who are like drawing over characters. Like I saw characters from Clone High being redrawn into Yakuza characters, and I really like that. I really did like that.
Speaking of Clone High, I gotta watch that at some point. I just don't know where to watch it since it's not on Netflix or Hulu.
I watched it with Jack.
Oh, it's on YouTube? Or
Yeah, we should watch it after this. It's like an episode because it's really fucking funny. Like, but
yeah, I've seen some of it before. It is funny.
I like your funny words, Magic Man. I think that's my favorite quote.
JFK isn't even the only funny character. Like all of them are.
Oh yeah,
funny.
no, it's like Gandhi.
Yeah,
Fucking
Gandhi's.
The first episode, Gandhi is tasked with stopping people from committing suicide, and he's at a fucking beer party, all right, and he just has his phone out, and everybody's just fucking laughing at him talking. I think it's like, I don't know who exactly the kid is, but I think it's I don't really know historically, but I think it's like somebody from Jewish fiction, or I don't really remember exactly. but it was really fucking funny.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on though.
But yeah,
Have you said
sorry.
everything you want to say about fandoms?
Oh no, not even close. I just kind of got off topic there.
Oh.
Fandoms as a whole, though, the thing about fandoms are that they. The thing about fandoms are that they're not really annoying until somebody steps out of line and like makes it makes it annoying or does something really fucked up that makes all you because one person who has an action, like somebody that is well known in said community coming out to be something, it just ends up biting them in the ass.
Alright. Here's my thing about communities, and this is like the more negative side that I have about it. The thing that makes a bad fandom, in my opinion, isn't toxic people. Because again, you'll see toxic people anywhere you go. It's the people who will push certain things in your face constantly, knowing that you're not interested in it. For example, the JoJo fandom. They are annoying. Like, really annoying.
Yeah.
Even as somebody who is like on the latest part of JoJolion, waiting for the next chapter to come out. So I'm a huge JoJo fan. But the fandom,
I really wish I had the motivation to read part 6, part 7, and part 8.
Yeah, the thing is though, the fandom is just annoying. Like, you always hear people going, "Oh, look at the torture dance," or muda muda, and it's just annoying.
Like, there's so many better jokes. Like, talk about how Narantia, do more jokes about how fucking Narantia finding out that Goro Majima had sex with Hillary Clinton.
Okay. Yeah, but like my thing isn't even like the jokes themselves. Like honestly, like I thought the torture dance was cool. That should be something popular in the JoJo fandom. Especially since they made a whole music video out about it. But my problem with it is that people will go onto communities that aren't JoJo related or aren't related to their fandom and talk about their fandom. Do it in a space where somebody is willing to talk about it. Don't push it in other people's face. Don't be like, "Oh, you gotta watch it. It's the best thing ever." Or don't be like, "Oh, this thing sucks compared to this." Like,
well, at that point,
I'd say, like,
wait, Joshua. At that point, I'd say, like, so we shouldn't try to get other people into our fandom?
No.
Or, like,
okay.
like,
No.
Let me
clarify.
I can understand. I think I get what you're getting at. Don't, like, just throw out random memes with no context.
Yeah. Don't do that, and don't try to, like, push it to the point where it just gets annoying. Where like, every day you're talking to somebody and you're just like, have you watched JoJo yet? Have you watched JoJo yet? You should really watch JoJo.
JoJo. Yeah. But at the same time, it could be kind of funny. Speaking of Joshua, have you played Yakuza 0 today?
No, I haven't played today.
You can play Yakuza 0. Hey, Joshua, why aren't you playing Yakuza 0 right now? Hey,
because
Joshua.
we're doing the podcast.
Joshua.
We're doing the podcast, and I'd be distracted.
Okay, I'm fucking with you.
The game's beautiful, though, and I'm glad that it runs at 60 FPS on my computer. That's what I gotta say about it so far.
Yeah, impressive. I mean, then again, though, you have a very bad computer, so...
It's not that bad. It's RTX 2060 with a Ryzen 5 2400G. Okay, let's not get into that.
We're gonna sit here for fucking 3 hours naming our specs. But here's my thing though about it. It really just boils down to how far you push it, how people react. But the main thing that pisses me off are those who don't get into games because of the fandom. That pisses me off more than anything.
I feel like at that point that's a failure of the fandom, because, well, first of all, the person, like, come on, man. Come on. Like, what I gotta say to you, if you avoid something because of the fandom, come on. You don't have to get into the fandom. You don't have to talk about it all. Just consume the product. Consume product. Question nothing. Question nothing. Consume product.
Think none. Consume product, buyer.
Just consume the product.
No thought. Spend money.
another thing that upsets me is when people will be like, "Oh, JoJo sucks," and then you're like, "Have you watched JoJo?" No. Like,
Yeah, to blindly throw out an accusation of something that you dislike, it's like saying, "Oh, I don't like Germany." Why? Because they are stupid.
and then you're like, "Have you ever been to Germany? Do you investigate Germany's politics?" Like, no, I don't.
I mean,
But I just hate
again,
Germany.
Germany down there is a whole nother like train wreck that I'm not going to go and get into. Well, let's just say it's not pretty down there.
Just like in America, it's not pretty down here.
I would say that America is better than Germany, but hey, that's another story for another day.
Yeah. But
also, before anybody states I'm a liberal, just saying, not Republican. Anyways, though, but I'm not going to go into politics right now. But another thing that I'd say is, Mr. Joshua, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm rapping. Hi. Hi. You there?
Yeah, sorry. People are DMing me talking. So a fun story. Everybody, in the everybody, in our friend group, we posted this shit about like the about like a podcast and stuff. I'm doing it live in a VC, and everybody left after that furry shit. So I can't wait to see how much negative feedback I get. It's gonna be fun though.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're upset. It's
I'm
okay.
sorry if I'm not allowed to have an opinion, but hey, you know what? Go ahead, stay mad.
Stay mad.
But, don't care. Stay mad. Uh-huh. Nah, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
Drink
The
my
main thing
lemonade.
though. Hello. My microphone might have just died.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, thank God. All right, but the fandoms. The thing that makes a fandom a truly toxic fandom is when they start arguing about the most meaningless of stuff, meaningless of topics, such as who best girl is, for example, in Persona, and then people start taking those arguments and think that it's the whole entire fandom, which I find really fucking stupid and pathetic.
Yeah. I think people people have the right to discuss whatever they want. If they want to discuss best girl of Persona 2, that's fine.
Best girl obviously goes to Kasumi.
No, best girl goes to the one old lady down the street. Honestly, she really did charm me. Best girl, definitely.
The fucking old lady from Persona 4.
Yes. She was incredible. She was deaf, even though I didn't complete her social link.
I mean, she did have a really good story touching on like death and accepting death. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but I feel like people are entitled to talk about whatever they want to talk about. But if all you talk about is who's best girl, who's best boy, if that's all it comes down to, I'm not gonna say, oh, you don't truly enjoy it, because I feel like that's kind of gatekeepy. But is that really all you have to say about something that you like? But like, honestly, can you say a bit more?
Yeah, I'd say like if you make a game your personality or the only thing you talk about, that is when like first off that shows a lot about your character. Second off, like same goes with it. Like if you make a certain personality or a certain topic, your personality, like, or the only thing you talk about, that's really just says a lot about it. And those are the type of people that I very much dislike. Those who make a like example of those who make their personality based on the sexuality in which they will never stop talking about pussy or dicks. Basically, if you're horny and that's all you talk about, I don't want anything to do with you.
If you're horny, you go to hell.
Thank you, Mario from the live action. But yeah, I think that really just goes a lot about characters and stuff. Like, I know this one dude named Toyo in a neutral server I'm in, and like this one asshole server that I'm close with.
You're not talking about Hi, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about Hi. Fuck you, the owner of Hi. Oh, it's not even Hi anymore. It's fucking.
No,
Wait,
it's still Hi. It's still Hi.
No. But how do you say Hi in Arabic? Let's find this out real quick.
I don't know. Let's see.
I'm gonna. Wait, hold on. Google Trans.
It's
Marhaban.
It's Marhaban. Marhaban. That's the server. Marhaban. Yeah.
Marhaban.
Okay.
Marhaban.
Other than Marhaban, horny people need to stop.
Yeah, like deadass. If your personality, like those who non-stop talking about, it's like if anything, the only thing that I will non-stop talk about, if anything, it should be something. I mean, here's the thing. If you want to non-stop talk about a topic, make sure it's with people that would want to do the same thing with you. If you want
talk about your mother with other people, that'd be cool.
Yeah, talk about your mother.
Mom.
Yeah, I want to hear about your mom. I want to hear about how she, how you work out with her and how you both have been gaining muscle. Talk about like your muscle. Talk about how you gain, like how you've lost 30 pounds and how you've gained muscle. And if you couldn't tell, I'm referring to myself. It feels good to be to work out. I want to do a podcast about working out.
The problem is, like, my extent of working out is I see weight, I lift for 2 minutes and then put it back down. That's my extent of working out.
Eddie, you are so fucking. You have small bones.
I mean, my kidneys aren't failing. At least my kidneys aren't failing. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
No, but if you piss off anybody, you're gonna be picked up and fucking opened like a stick bug.
Just don't piss them off. Not really piss off people to the point where they want to fight me. I hope not.
Aw, dude, you're gonna get jumped by somebody.
They're gonna be like, that nigga's skinny. That's a skinny black man. Time to jump on.
That skinny white boy, and he's.
No, I'm not white. I'm black. I'm black, and you're not skinny. So you're talking about nobody.
That skinny black boy, and he's never ending love for Danganronpa. I'm gonna beat that. I'm gonna get canceled, dude. I swear. Sorry.
What? How do we get into this exactly? Oh yeah.
Dude, this podcast isn't always going to be on a certain subject all the time. This podcast is just for fun at the end of the day. Those who like take this shit like way too seriously and like think we're getting like at the end of the day, this whole entire podcast is just to give out like a way for us to basically record our conversations about certain subjects. And if anybody wants to listen down on them, go ahead, be my guest. But we don't do this for people. We would like to have a fan base, and we would like to have people to do it for. However, at the end of the day, we do it because we enjoy doing it, and we enjoy having like we enjoy trying to make it a weekly thing where we do a podcast about a certain subject, and then continue that certain subject until we have nothing else to say about it. This podcast is mainly for fun, and those who think we're going to nonstop talk about a certain like subject over and like we're gonna treat it like it's something political or like
we're gonna discuss furries politically.
Like at the end of the day, I think it's fucked up, and I think it's just
why you act like I was trying to talk about it again.
No, I'm just trying to give my thoughts, but like here's the thing though. if I do actually care about a subject, I won't joke around about it. I still think it's fucked up and shouldn't be normal, and it's never going to be normal. But and again, I don't hate anybody that does it, if that wasn't clear or not. But at the end of the day, like, this is just for fun.
Baka Matai.
Can I talk about how much I love Baka Mita?
No. I'm sorry, but no. But yeah, I generally just try to have fun on the podcast. I like making jokes. I don't want to like stay on one topic and just be serious the whole time because I feel like that'd be boring.
Yeah, and if I do contradict myself, the only times that I won't contradict myself are like because I'm pretty sure I've contradicted myself about furries, because I'm pretty sure I did say I hate furries and that if you do it, you should you should be
No, you never
executed.
said you hate furries. You never said you
do-
hate furries. You just said you think it shouldn't be normalized.
You should see therapy though. I will say this though, because I will say this about furries though. I don't think that just because you're a furry, it automatically leads to you wanting to fuck a dog.
What
My
if
thing
wait
here is-
again? Not all furries are sexually attracted to it. You know that,
Yeah.
right?
I do realize that.
What if they're
but
what if they're not sexually attracted to it? Do they still need to see therapy?
I'd say just to be safe, because I'm gonna be honest, if you're a furry, you have problems. Then again, though,
I think it's just a way to express yourself more than anything.
everybody has problems. I'm not saying it's exclusive to furries, but it's definitely something that should like take into consideration. And then again, though, therapy is always good. Like everybody should receive therapy of some sort.
Yeah, but like when you say you need to see therapy if you're a furry, you mean they need to see therapy because they're a furry.
Yes, I do that because I'm gonna be honest. You're not a furry if there ain't something wrong with you.
I disagree, and I feel like you're gonna make people really mad with that statement.
You know, I probably am, but you know what? Hey, the pod. If anything, I'll be known as the most based motherfucker alive. That's my goal.
You know, you have a point there.
I'll be based. Call me Redditor for saying based.
Redditor.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this podcast. This podcast was really fun to make. I really enjoyed it. It was funny. It was fun. This is why I love doing these things. It's just a nice way for us to, you know, just record just bizarre conversations. I really love doing this.
This isn't gonna be as bad to edit as the last one too.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I would like to talk about a story. I would like to talk about a story.
You said something I'm not gonna say, but like you said something that I need to cut out. I forgot where it was. You were so lucky because I accidentally landed on right when you said it.
And he's referring to when me and him made a whole entire podcast. Or not a whole entire podcast. We were going to make up for the podcast that we missed out on 2 weeks before by recording a Smash Bros. Tournament.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out because my computer was being a baby and couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle the neutron style, so it said it was out of disk space.
It couldn't handle the neutron style. My fucking voice got out there. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I will say this though. I didn't get 2 days of sleep during that. My eyes had literal fucking dark bags under them. I was so sleep deprived. It wasn't even funny.
You were based though.
I was based. I was fucking. I didn't know, like, okay, I used to play Smash a shit ton, and then I just kind of got bored of it, and so I forgot all the terms. But I was like, fucking saying, he got the Travis Scott patty. He got Travis, like, when somebody would fucking spike somebody or was doing, like, a 0 to death combo, because my good friend Mango, who was hosting the tournament, what he said was, like, or, like, what he was doing was, he would make it so that it was a whole entire tournament, and we thought it would be good to record, but like I don't remember like everything. So he would be doing like a 0 to death combo, and I would just be going, he's doing the Travi, he's doing a confirmed Travi patty with his extra side of sycamore sauce. On top of that, oh, he's going in for the Taco Supreme from Taco Bell, only $1.99. Oh, he is spiked the fucking he has some. Well, it was just awesome. I loved doing that. It was amazing.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's better that I ran out of this space and it didn't work out because you said some stuff that's a bit stuff that's a bit too based for the podcast. You went a bit too based. Maybe that was a little blessing in disguise that it didn't actually come out. You know? Are you there?
Alright, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. But now I think about it, maybe it was a blessing in disguise that my computer couldn't do it.
It really was.
Yeah.
I would have had my whole entire, like, it would have just been over.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not really talking about fandoms anymore. I feel like I've said everything that I have to say about it. I don't know about you though.
I really enjoy this podcast. I think it was short, simple, and sweet.
Oh no, it's not short. We've been talking for an hour.
Still, compared to like the time when we did like a 3-hour podcast about.
We didn't.
Usually podcasts are like 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 to 1.5.
That's what it usually is. Though, if I could make a suggestion, I feel like I want to inform like the people on like how serious the podcast is going to be. Like if we're going to get really political or shit, or like, I feel like that should be something like depending on how passionate we are. I feel like from now on with the podcast, if we could make a suggestion, is make like a little bar from like 0 to 5, just like how much we are fucking around and how serious.
This one would be a good one. We are not serious about this at all.
I'd say it's a 2 because I was talking very like based about furries in the beginning, and I pissed off a lot of people. And I planned. If I were to expect something, this podcast is probably going to end up fucking. If this podcast does blow up and bite me in the ass later, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah. All right.
But I'd say, yeah, everybody have a good day. But before you go, Yoshi, would you like to say anything? Oh, you have a Yoshi plush. What's up, bitch? Thank you, Yoshi. Anyways, that's it.
I'm gonna get canceled. He said, "Bitch."
Fuck you. But yeah. Have a good day, everybody.
Yeah, y'all have a good day, or else.